What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the JJJJound collaboration with New Balance on this 990 V3 in the Montreal colorway. Today's video is brought to you by Heffelux. Heffelux is my all-time favorite sneaker insoles, and they sell ETPU insoles, which essentially is the same material you'll find inside Adidas Boost. So if you're looking to add some additional comfort inside your shoes, be sure to check out their website, which I've linked down below in the description box. You'll see they sell a variety of different insoles, so depending on the type of insole density and the cushioning setup you're looking for, you're going to find this is a suitable insole for anyone. So I've been a paying customer of Heffelux for years now, and I find them to be extremely comfortable. So if you guys want to check them out and try a pair for yourself, be sure to use the code SEANGO at checkout to get 15% off your entire purchase. So this is the latest collaboration between JJJJound and New Balance, and this pair pays homage to JJJJound's home city of Montreal, Canada. So these released online on November 25th for a retail price of 325 Canadian dollars, which is roughly 250 USD. The stock code for this shoe is M990JB3, and at the time that I'm filming this, so far at least, this pair is an exclusive to the city of Montreal. So for that online release, you had to geographically be within the Montreal area, so I tried spoofing with a VPN and I still couldn't get through, and assuming you hit online, you had to physically pick up their shoes in Montreal as well, which I personally thought was a pretty dope way to execute the release. It truly gives back and shows love to their home city, and I really can't be mad at that. So first things first, here's a quick look at the box, and this comes in this all-white cardboard box. We have New Balance branding on the top in this brown color, and we have JJJJound branding on the side of the box in brown as well. As for the shoe itself, so this is your classic Made in USA 990 V3. Diving into the details, on the toe box we have this brown colored mesh, and we have this small sliver of this reflective 3M panel below this. Overlaid on either side of the toe box, we have this perforated dark brown nubuck, and then surrounding the front toe cap with a very soft and buttery brown colored suede. This brown in real life has a bit of a reddish tone to it, almost like brick, and I thought it looked really nice in person. So this same brown suede covers the mid panel of the shoe, and we have this gray colored TPU covering the top two eyelets. Beneath this we have the New Balance N logo, which is done in this reflective 3M panel in black, and then moving downwards we have more of that same brown mesh that we saw on the toe box, and another overlay of perforated brown nubuck. Surrounding the bottom of the heel, we have more of that brown colored suede, and on the lateral side only, we have 990 branding pressed on in the silver color. Right above this in the middle of the heel, we have more of that perforated brown nubuck, along with the silver New Balance branding, and on the top of the heel, we have this reflective 3M panel in silver, we have these perforations on either side, and JJJJound branding in black instead of the normal Made in USA branding. And wrapping on the bottom of the heel, we have the silver colored TPU heel clip with New Balance branding in black, and this gives you additional structure and support for the back end of the sneaker. Turning our attention back to the front, so in terms of the laces, so these come with two different lace options. The standard default lace is a flat style lace done in this off-white or sail color, but they also give you a secondary brown colored lace as well. Underneath this, so the majority of the tongue is constructed out of that same brown colored mesh that we saw on the toe box as well as the ankle collar area, and we have this silver nylon overlay on the top, and it has that typical crosshatch pattern that most 990 V3s have, and pressed on we have New Balance USA branding in silver and black. The back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe is lined in this black colored textile, and then as for the insoles, these come with their standard foam lined insole. It's covered in a black colored textile on top, and we have JJJJound branding stamped on the heel in white. So the upper of the 990 sits atop this full-length absorbed foam midsole, which is painted in white. We also have NCAP technology, which is a dual density foam setup consisting of a softer EVA core surrounded by a stiffer polyurethane rim, and this gives you that good balance of softness and support. And this is visible in this vintage looking cream color, which wraps around the heel of the shoe. Turning this pair over to the bottom, so this is your typical 990 V3 outsole. This is constructed out of a combination of black and white colored rubber. We have this diamond shaped traction pattern on the forefoot, along with these three horizontal grooves to give you added flexibility, along with New Balance branding in white on the medial side of the heel. And underneath the rubber, we also have a carbon fiber shank plate as well, and this helps with torsionable rigidity and midfoot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these JJJJound 990 V3s. And for those wondering about sizing, to me these fit like most of my other 990 V3s, so I personally prefer to go a half size down. So my feet measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I wear a 9.5 in the 990 V3, along with other New Balance silhouettes like the 992, the 993, the 990 V4, V5, and V6, and a lot of my 550s as well. And in comparison, I stick true to size or a size 10 in other New Balance silhouettes like the 997 and the 990 V2 because I find that those two models have a bit more of a narrow toe box. And other models I stick true to size in include the 2002R and a lot of the made in UK models like the 991, 1500, and the 1530. Moving on to the comfort, so the 990 V3, just like all my other reviews I've done on my channel, this is a very comfortable shoe. I feel like it's a very well balanced shoe as well. So what I mean by that is you definitely get some of that step-in comfort straight out of the box. The foam midsole has a bit of that squishiness, but it's not overly soft and it's not unstable. So you have a lot of support, especially on the heel, and you still have that all-day comfort that you're looking for in a shoe. So this is why I recommend this silhouette when people ask me for a recommendation for a shoe that they can wear all day, or if they're going on vacation, for example, this is a very solid choice. And finally, in terms of the overall quality and the craftsmanship, so the material quality was very, very nice. It pretty much felt like any other typical made in USA materials. So the suedes had a nice buttery feel to them, and the overall build on my shoe was pretty flawless, minus for some long glue strands I had to pull off on the midsole, but that was very minor. There were no major issues at all with this pair, so I was pretty pleased with how these turned out. So with all that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet, lace them up, and I'll show you guys how these look. All in all, this is pretty much your typical JJJJound and New Balance collaboration. And what I mean by that is it doesn't try to do too much, just a very simple tweak in color, and the branding is pretty much non-existent. So I know a lot of people hate on these sort of collaborations, and there's a lot of people that love them as well. For me, it is what it is. The truth of the matter is there is obviously a level of hype surrounding this shoe because this could very well be a general release that would be sitting on shelves and be put on sale for deep discounts. But because it has that JJJJound collaboration factor, that's why people are paying upwards of 1,000 Canadian dollars for these, which I think at the end of the day isn't really that worth it. Unless you're a super hardcore New Balance collector, I think there's probably better ways you can spend your money than by paying resale on this shoe. But at the end of the day, for what this shoe is, you get good quality materials, the colorway is beautiful, and the craftsmanship is very solid as well. And the colorway and the silhouette in general are very wearable, and they go with a lot of different looks and outfits. So it's really up to you to decide whether these are worth the resale price or not. And who knows, maybe there will be a wider release sometime down the road, but I personally wouldn't count on it. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this JJJJound and New Balance 990 V3 in this Montreal or brown colorway. What are your overall thoughts on this shoe? Do you think it's just mostly hype? Are you a big fan of this colorway? Either way, drop a comment down below. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on my Instagram page at esco8, follow my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review and hopefully it helped you in some way, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.